Hey Simone, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good to hear. So I wanted to talk more about your success in weight loss and maintaining what you lost. So I'm super proud of you. You've lost 50 pounds over the time that we've been working together, and you've been able to keep it off. So I want to start by asking you, what do you do for a living? I'm just curious of like how busy you get.
So I am self-employed. I have a part ownership in a restaurant with my family members. That keeps me busy day to day. And then on the side, I dabble in real estate.
Sounds like a very busy life.
Yes.
Very busy.
It's very always something popping off, so it's never boring.
Yes, awesome. So, if you could look back, where were you before starting the coaching program? Do you remember? Because I know we've been working together for a little bit.
Yes, I remember. And it was not good memories. I felt very hopeless. I felt very uncomfortable. I remember feeling exhaustion and just kind of like you just kind of like mentally kind of hit rock bottom with where I was in my health and my fitness and my well-being and my mental and physical. But I found out about your program from a good friend of mine who she had worked with you previously and had nothing but amazing things to say. So um, when we had our first meeting, I was actually surprised because sometimes you hear point of view from someone might not be yours, but everything that she said, you succeeded my expectations. So that was nice.
Oh, I'm very happy. That's awesome to hear. So what were maybe like one or two things, what were the top things that you learned during the coaching program?
Oh, there's a lot. The probably the most important one to me would have been learning about how to properly nourish my body and learning about nutrition. Um, Moving forward, like I'll never look at food the same way. I was never taught, the proper way to incorporate nutrients in your everyday diet. I was never even taught, I didn't really know anything about macros. I was kind of clueless. So those are like the building blocks that are going to set a good foundation, no matter what type of fitness program or what kind of lifestyle you lead. Those are the things that are going to be important to anybody anywhere.
I love it. Absolutely. Nutrition is like a number one. And with that being said, what were the biggest changes that happened for you during the coaching program? That could be, could be physical, could be mindset. What were maybe the biggest changes for you?
Would say definitely physical because when I first started this program, I remember I would get winded walking up a flight of stairs. I was always fatigued. I had a lot of like aches and pains, and I had been to a couple of doctor's visits, and the only thing that I ever heard from them was, "Oh, well, you need to lose weight." There was no guidance on how to do that. There was no feedback on like the right way to go about it. At one point, I did talk to a nutritionist through my insurance, and that just set me further off course because there was not really any, like I said, at least you lay the framework and the groundwork for what we should be doing every day. And then mentally changing my relationship around food and the idea of what health is. I mean, growing up in the 90s like diet culture era, and I don't know if this is true for other people, but I know in my family there was a lot of focus on like body image, and there were some things that I really had to unlearn about myself and about my body and about eating. So now the way I approach food is completely different. And I feel like this is something that's sustainable. It's not, like, oh, these crash diets that we grew up on. So for me, like these things, all of these things tie in together when it comes to your physical and your mental health. So in a way, yeah, I have become physically healthier, but my mental mindset is a lot better as well.
I love it. Love it. Yes, that's awesome. And that actually takes me to the next question. I really feel like you've gained this whole like new mindset on fitness and nutrition. What do you feel that was like the biggest mindset shift for you? Maybe it's something that like clicked and you didn't realize it, and then we started working together and something that clicked for you, like a big mindset shift.
Honestly, it would probably be like the progress over perfection, and it's about what we do most of the time.
Mhm.
Because no one's perfect. We're all gonna slip up. We're all gonna have bad days. I mean, there's plenty of times where you just have those days where you just want to crawl under a rock and you don't want to go anywhere, do anything. But just remembering that the only thing you can control is yourself, your actions, your behaviors, and then just setting those habits for yourself. By doing this, like it's a form of self-care, taking care of myself. I know a lot of women, we're really busy trying to take care of families, trying to take care of business, trying to take care of our friends, and trying to be supportive of everybody around us. But if we are not taking care of ourselves, like we deserve as much love as we're giving to other people to give to ourselves. So kind of, reframing that as, I'm going to do this because I love myself, because I care about my health. I'm going to take these steps. I think that's something that's really important that I was really not paying attention to before this.
I love that. Something is better than nothing. Excuse me, getting rid of the all or nothing way of thinking, right? Yes. So I've learned over the time that I worked with you that you're like really good at making sure that you have enough healthy foods stocked up in your fridge. And I know that you're really busy, so I would love for you to share, like, how do you find time to, make sure that you go grocery shopping and meal prepping? And I also know that you enjoy cooking and you're good at cooking. So maybe share something that might help somebody else. Like, how do you find time to go grocery shopping and meal prepping so that you have enough healthy foods in your house?
Well, for most people that are busy, I feel like for myself, what works is I schedule a lot of things. So I always make sure, and I mean, it can be any day of the week, but if you're setting aside a time on that, whatever day you have time off, okay, I'm going to grocery shop this day. You don't even like make a list. That's another thing. Stick to your list about what you're going to buy. And what I like to do is come home, wash everything, prep it all, and then store it. That way, if I'm in a rush and I just want to throw something quick together for breakfast, I know my produce is washed, prepped, cut. A lot of times, too, what I'll do is I'll cook a big batch of chicken or I'll cook a soup and then portion that out and freeze it. If I know I have a really long day or I'm a little bit tired and I'm just like really not feeling up for anything, I know I can pull that out, set it in the fridge, and it'll be ready for me for the next night for dinner. And then being prepared, like, bringing a shake with me somewhere, um, just trying to keep water on me. You just have to plan a little bit, but it's actually not as intense as sometimes we make things out to be in our mind, just like anything else in life. We feel like these things are like so daunting and it's like so overwhelming. But if you just take little steps one at a time, like we were saying earlier, in 6 months, you're completely transform habits and lifestyle. So just like what you say all the time, something is better than nothing. And if it's easier and you need to buy like the prepped produce, then go for it. Do it. Like there's no shame in trying to, make things easier for ourselves to get to that end goal, as long as we're, still sticking to the main goalposts, the main points that we're still sticking to. So
I love that. Love it. So if someone is on the fence about receiving coaching, what would you say to them?
oh, I would say absolutely do it. I mean, you can try it, and if it's not for you, it's not for you, but I'll bet you that you're going to love it and you're going to learn so much. And, knowledge, once you have it, you have it. When you learn something, you can't unlearn it. So now that, I have all of these facts and all this information, I can make informed decisions about myself, my health, and my body.
I love it. Is there anything else that you wanted to share?
Um, just that I really was so happy with this program and like I said, like I will not be the same person ever since going through this program and learning everything that I did. And I feel like I feel confident in myself to be able to make the right choices. So, and if I ever want to come back, I know where to find you.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.